I am a big theme parks fan, and particularly the Orlando theme parks. And with all the excitement about Epic Universe and UK Universal, I actually just wanted to give a shout out to all my favourite stuff at the existing Universal parks, so Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure. I have been to Universal 3 times, so I went in April 2018, I went in October 2019, and then again in April last year, 2023. And I think it's time to give a shout out to some of my favourite things at the parks. So number one, if you've seen the Florida vlogs, then you won't be surprised to hear this at all. Cowfish! We went twice in the 3 days that we were at Universal, and I kind of wish I'd tried a burger because the sushi was amazing, and I mean the bogushi was amazing as well, and sushi just isn't something I have very often, so it was nice to have that for a change. It was just brilliant. But top tip, sit out on the patio because it is freezing inside. I'm going to carry on with the theme of City Walk to start with because I feel like everybody's going to be talking about rides, so let's talk about something else first. So secondly, we'll keep on food, Voodoo Donuts. I could not believe how cheap they were. So again, if you've seen the Travel Day vlog from the Orlando vlog series, you'll know that I bought 2 donuts and it was like less than $5, and I could not believe that. Also, that treacle donut was to die for, and it was just so soft and so tasty, and just love it. Speaking of my single Voodoo Donuts experience, I guess number 3 is just that little seating area that's just by Voodoo Donuts on City Walk. When you're looking over at Hard Rock, you've got the boats going past in front. It's just amazing. And maybe I'm biased because again, that was our first time at Universal that trip, and you know, it was amazing to just be there, but just sitting there and it being so serene and people are wandering behind you, it was just amazing. And you know, I could sit there and people watch forever. Also on that day we had our first experience at the Universal Retro store. I can't remember if that's exactly what it's called, but it's not the main one, it's like further around the corner as you go towards Islands. And there was just some really great stuff in there. It was so much quieter and so much easier to navigate than the main store, so that is definitely number 4 on my list. We're venturing into the parks now, and number 5 is the Simpsons Land at Universal Studios. I am a big Simpsons fan, but I think even if you just know a little bit about the Simpsons, or you've seen a few episodes and kind of have a vague idea of who people are, it's just so cool. And I mean, to see Krusty Burger, to see Moe's, to see the Quickie Mart, it's just so cool, and it's such a good idea. As much as I am heartbroken that I never got to go on the Back to the Future ride, I think the Simpsons Land is so amazing that I can almost let it go. Number 6 is Hogsmeade. I know a lot of people prefer Diagon Alley, and that's fine, I get it. Diagon Alley thematically is incredible, and you know, the dragon and everything, but there's just something about Hogsmeade that just makes me feel like I'm home. And I'm saying that as a Brit, and I mean, Hogsmeade is in Scotland and I've never been to Scotland, so we'll look past that. But it's just so, I just love the ambiance of it. And obviously you've got Hogwarts Castle there, and the amazing photo spot on the bridge into the Jurassic World area where you can get the most incredible photos with the castle, and I just love it. On that basis, you won't be surprised to hear that number 7 on the list is Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, which is the ride inside Hogwarts. I just think it's such a unique ride system, and I love that they haven't just gone with screens, they've got physical sets as well, which I love, and it's just great. Absolutely love it, would definitely recommend. Staying in Hogsmeade, of course, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, which I've now done 3 times. It's a thrill ride in Hagrid's motorbike, and again, just the fact that the roller coaster is motorbike and a sidecar is just such a great idea, and you get 2 completely different experiences sitting on both. My personal preference, unpopular opinion, is the sidecar. And again, there's physical sets and it's just so innovative. I mean, the bits when you go up and then straight down, and then the bit where you drop, again, I don't want to spoil it too much, but they've just done some really cool things with that ride. And I never got to do Dueling Dragons. That was never my thing because I'm not a fan of like scary roller coasters. So I think it's amazing that they've managed to do a thrill ride, but nothing that's too like loop-de-loop upside down. So Well done, Universal. Easily my favourite ride at the parks. Staying on the Harry Potter theme, we're now going over to Diagon Alley, and Gringotts has got to be on there. Even though every time I go on it, I always get scared in the very first bit before you do the first drop. And again, no spoilers, but anybody else just sit there like, ooh, clinging on for dear life. Again, it's just so innovative, and I love that, again, you have kind of two separate cars that go along together, but they do different things. So again, whether you're in the left or the right, things are slightly different. You've got the mix of screens and physical sets, and it's so clever. It's just amazing, and especially the queue area and the attention to detail is just phenomenal. Something I forgot to mention as well is the shop that's next to Gringotts. I can't for the life of me remember what it's called, but it's like directly opposite the entrance to the queue for Gringotts. You always find some really cool stuff in there, and I've got a few Christmas decorations from that shop, so would definitely recommend having a look in there. And finally, number 10, staying at Universal Studios, it's got to be Revenge of the Mummy. Every time I've been to Universal, I've been with my sister. She loves a roller coaster and I love a dark ride, and so we always say that this ride is just the perfect combination for us, because it starts off as a dark ride, finishes as a roller coaster, has a ridiculous bit in the middle that we always have a laugh at, and it's kind of just the right level of thrill for me, because it's kind of rock and roller coaster-esque in that you've got the dark bit towards the end. It's just great. It's a good kind of adrenaline rush, but it's not too scary for me. So that's my top 10 favourite things in the kind of traditional Universal area. So studios, islands and City Walk. I am so excited for Epic Universe. I made a video about 18 months ago about what I was really hoping was going to show up, and I think some of it has. So I'm going to link that here if you want to see that speculation and compare that to what's been announced now. I've got it in my head that like 18 months after Epic Universe opens, I'm going to go to Florida around Christmas time. I'm going to do Epic Universe and I'm going to do Christmas at Walt Disney World, because that is on my list. And like I said, UK Universal is also possibly going to be a thing, and so I'll be keeping a close eye on those rumours as well. I also mentioned about the Orlando vlogs series that I did last year from our 2-week trip. If you want to see that, then I'll pop it here. Don't forget to press my face to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!